Why do return opportunities sometimes lead to poor field position? Imagine a game where every yard counts and a single decision can change the entire drive. Sometimes, even when players try to maximize their chances, they end up in worse spots on the field. Why does that happen? Well, it all comes down to how the game unfolds after the kick. When a kickoff or punt lands deep in or near the end zone, the returner has a choice. Take a touchback and start at the 25 or 30-yard line, or try to run it out for a big gain. But attempting a return from a deep position can backfire. If the returner is stopped early, they might end up at the 15 or 20-yard line, which is worse than just accepting the touchback. The risk of being tackled short of the touchback spot makes returns from deep positions less advantageous. The effectiveness of the coverage team also plays a big role. The kicking team's coverage unit aims to tackle the returner as close to the catch point as possible. When they do their job well, they limit the return yardage. This means the returner might be forced to start in their own territory, often deep in their own end. Sometimes, the strategy is to make the returner work harder for every yard, which can result in poor starting field positions. Return decision-making is another factor. If a returner is not confident or skilled, they might decide to run the ball out of the end zone even when it's risky. Poor execution, like trying to run a kick that's difficult to advance, can lead to early tackles and worse field positions. Less experienced returners tend to produce lower average starting yards, which can hurt their team's chances. Recent rule changes also influence these outcomes. For example, moving the touchback spot from the 25 to the 30-yard line encourages more returns. While that might seem good, it also means more returns start from deeper positions, increasing the chance of poor field position if the return is stopped early. Looking at the stats, most returns do not result in long gains. The median return starting position often falls short of the touchback spot. Although some returns are big and help the team, most end up in less favorable spots. This shows that trying to maximize return opportunities can sometimes lead to worse field positions. In the end, it's a mix of the returner's decision, the coverage team's effectiveness, and the rules that shape whether a return results in good or poor field position. Teams analyze these factors carefully, using statistics on average return yards and coverage success to decide whether to return or accept the touchback. Sometimes, the best move is to take the safe yardage and avoid risking a poor starting position.